Hey guys, it's Ross, and it's getting pretty cold out here in Pennsylvania. Today, in today's video, I want to lay out for you guys my winterization plan. We're going to be going in a series here with many different videos talking about not just my potted plants, my potted fig trees, but also the in-ground trees. We're going to have a whole series on winterization and preparing these trees for the winter so you guys know exactly what to do. In this video, we're going to talk about the containered figs and what to do with them. This is just going to be the plan. This is going to be the basics, so you guys can feel kind of confident going into the winter here and further into the fall. For me, I like to leave my trees out here on the patio until they get hit with about 2 to 3 frosts. That really sets them dormant. You know, the first frost that comes in here is November 1st on average, and once that happens, a lot of the leaves will fall off. Also, some of the wood could die at that point. It's very important, and some of my trees are still not fully lignified. You can see this one here. This is Italian 258 that has been growing and growing and growing. The weather has been very warm here. The way that you can stop these trees from growing is really just to pinch off the tip. That's the best solution I can come up with. Really what should have happened prior, like 2 months, a month and a half prior to this, is that the growth should have stopped. We should have cut out all the water, all the fertilizer, and these guys would have hardened up in no time and they would have stopped growing. I can't control the water, I can't control the temperature, but I can control the fertilizer, and it just didn't seem to matter. A lot of my trees, well, not a lot of them, but I would say 25% of my trees look like this, whereas most of them are pretty fully lignified, as you see here. So if you have trees like this and a frost is coming in, that's not good. A lot of these limbs, guys, are going to die. At least the green growth, not the lignified part. So if it's at least, you know, partly lignified, like you can see here, it's kind of green, it's kind of brown. This should be okay for the most part. But, you know, nothing will compete with the fully lignified stuff down here, as you can see. So most of the green stuff will probably get killed, and what my plan is, because I want to get them, I definitely want to get them hit with a couple frosts, without a doubt. We're going to do some pruning a little bit earlier than I normally would. And we're just going to take this growth out. You know, if it's salvageable as a cutting, why not prune it? It's not going to last as long in the fridge when it's green like this, but at least you could root it right now and send it to somebody as a fresh cutting, and they could have a full-size tree, you know, by next spring. So it really isn't the end of the world. It's just I would prefer all of my cuttings to be fully lignified like that. So we'll prune all these guys before they get hit with that frost. That way they don't get damaged. And if the tree does get damaged, it's very, very minimal. And then I'll let these trees sit on the patio for 2 to 3 frosts, which usually puts us at Thanksgiving. So after the first frost, I'm waiting about 3 weeks. And don't go off of the date, because you guys live in different places than I do. What I will suggest is that if the forecast says that these trees are going to be in less than 20 degrees Fahrenheit of weather, it's time to move your trees inside somewhere. If it's 20 degrees out here, there's a very good chance that your containers here, because they're above ground, they're not really protected, that cold temperature will harm the roots. It will damage the roots. You need to move your fig trees somewhere. And that's, like I said, for me, sometime around Thanksgiving, that's when that happens. And I'm going to be spending the whole weekend prior to that 20-degree low moving these trees into either the greenhouse or underneath the sunroom. Underneath the sunroom is really nice because it doesn't need a heater, whereas the greenhouse kind of does, but the heater can give them a nice head start, and that's what we're going to be doing. Prior to the 20-degree low, a couple things are going to happen. These trees are going to be slowly going into dormancy. After I do that first pruning, we're going to spray all of the trees with a horticultural dormant oil, and this is really good for any overwintering pests. Scale in particular. A lot of my trees this year and last year have scale, and I've realized it's become quite a bit of a problem, and it's a really good practice to do this to all of your trees, not just figs. I'm going to be doing this to my in-ground trees here. You see my cherry trees, you know, all of my persimmons, all of my stone fruits, apples, pears, everything. It's a really good habit. It's organic. It doesn't harm the soil, it doesn't harm you, it doesn't harm the tree. It's a really good practice to be spraying horticultural oil every single winter. So we're going to do that as well this year on the potted trees. And then we're going to do a final pruning to get all these guys prepared for storage. We can trim them down to a certain height. That's always recommended if you have a smaller storage area. And then that way we'll have cuttings to sell people in the wintertime, also to give away to friends or to propagate for myself. So that is pretty much the plan in a nutshell, and each individual thing we will go over with you guys. I'll tell you guys how to prune the trees. I'll tell you guys how to spray the oil. I'll tell you guys where I'm going to be storing them and what all that looks like. And this is just the bare bones. We're also going to be talking about the in-ground trees, and I mentioned that in the beginning, preparing these in-ground trees for the winter and what exactly I'm going to be doing to them to protect them. So lots more to come on the winterization, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope this answers a lot of your questions, because I've been getting a lot of them, and this is going to be a great video for you guys just to understand what the hell is about to go on over the next 6 months. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you for the next one.